So since last time I've collected all of these rocks and started to actually make sort of like a hedge here for my raspberries. I still have to clear inside between all the plants, and I need to put up something for them to climb on, or climb on, at least a support for them. I've also cleared these boxes that were my absolute worst boxes in the entire garden. They looked so bad, and I can actually see there's already some of this coming up here. But I cleared them and I moved a bunch of strawberries here. I did the same with this box, cleared it and moved strawberries here, and the weeds are already starting. I also cleared the weeds from my asparagus bed and filled up some soil as well because it was sort of lacking. Since these aren't very old plants, I've stopped harvesting them for this year so they can grow strong for next year. But I will say I think it's really good quality on these plants because they are productive. They are looking really good, and I did plant them last year, I think. I do also have a strawberry. I couldn't throw it out. I'm really bad at throwing out plants. Rhubarb keeps growing. I'm gonna start harvesting this big one soon, and it actually looks like we will be able to make our own drinks from our elderflower this year. It's amazing how fast they grow. The biggest, and I mean I need to clear out the kids' garden, I need to cut some grass and clear along the fence, but the biggest weed shame is my strawberry cage. It's terrible. I'm going to reveal it to you now, but please don't judge me too harshly. This is the strawberry cage, or weed cage, you might say. There's actually a path here, believe it or not. So, and actually a lot of strawberry plants. I'm guessing they have spread down to the path as well. But there are a lot of weeds. I actually see a tree over there. So it's on my list. If for nothing else, just because it's actually very visible from the pathway next to our house, and I think it looks a bit sad when you're walking past. Salad is coming in, as well as some weeds. Peas are coming in here as well. They have grown immensely. I know for sure that's the case, but I don't understand why potatoes are not called invasive by now, because I did not plant potatoes here. I cleared. I dug up everything I could in this bed last year and planted peas, and now I have potatoes here. Potatoes are relentless. This is going to be the roof for our kids' greenhouse. We have spinach. It's starting to flower, but my experience, that just means that the leaves get a bit thinner, but it's still, oh my god. It just means that the leaves get a bit less meaty, but it's still tasty. We have spinach here as well, so before we go on our trip I'm gonna try and salvage as much as I can. And our garlic bed is looking really good, even though we have been having a real lack of water. And potatoes here as well. Potatoes keep invading my garden for some reason. Not for some reason, I know why, but here's the potatoes I planted on purpose, as well as peas climbing up behind there. Not climbing, I'm gonna have to tie them up, but they are on their way. This turned out to be a really failed experiment, using this bed for garlic. They are a lot thinner than the ones in the bigger bed. although they are different varieties, so it could be that as well. Another bed where I did not put potatoes. Potatoes put themselves. This is my carrots. I'm testing both the pre-made strips of seeds here, as well as just sowing by hand. This bed has my sweet potatoes, but I have not planted all the way yet. I just put some weeds in the other end, so 2 of them are planted. I'm gonna put out the rest soon. We have peas that are growing, looking really nice. I'm going to need some support soon. And the box behind that is actually empty. I'm pretty sure birds ate my seeds. This is a bit fun. These are strawberries that I grew from seed. Extremely expensive strawberries because I did not get very many plants. So I think I have 5 plants here. It's supposed to be a variety that can hang over the edge and then also not vine as much, so you don't have the issue of having them spread everywhere. So maybe in the future I can have like a strawberry patch going around here. That would be really nice. Potatoes doing their thing here. This is my octopus bed, sort of, except it has 6 arms, so it's onions this year. So red onions, yellow onions, white onions, salad variety and so on. They are looking great if you compare to what they looked like just 2 weeks ago. More potatoes, nobody's surprised. We have some leeks over here. I did not plant that potato. And this is a potato invasion, essentially. I did plant these on purpose, but it's amazing to me how they just explode from nothing in like 2 weeks. And this is a really good testament to how much sunlight does to our plants, both when it comes to heat, but also because they need sun to grow. Because I have the same amount of potatoes over here, and they are a lot more sparse. And I also have the same amount of potatoes over here. This one is very sparse. And as you can probably guess, this fence is shading them quite a bit. I don't have anything in here because I have all the timber for the chicken enclosure in here. This one is also currently empty, but I do have beets ready in the greenhouse to plant out here. This is a bit sad looking. Actually, I have to replant some things. These were planted in here by my kid, my oldest. This is, however, a bit of a joy. I planted these out and almost all of them died in a frost that I had, where I forgot to run out and cover them for the night. And actually all of them look good again. These were completely dead. Everything looked like this. But they have somehow grown back. So it's time to start tying some of them up here. This is the Amish paste, and that's my favorite. That's the one I use for all the sauce making. We do have a couple of other varieties here, but as you can see, we also have some weeds. So this is a space I need to really take care of, and I need to move some of these over to that side. And I also need to go get some peppers and plant in here because I have space for that this year. The greenhouse is currently a mess because I moved a lot of pots in here, and I moved this one. I've used this to actually keep a lot of pots in before. I'm going to start using this in the early spring as an extra insulation, so a greenhouse in a greenhouse, so I can put out my small plants a bit earlier. So essentially instead of forgetting to put the cover on them. I have them already in this. So what's growing in here? My peppers are looking really nice. I have a bunch of cucumbers I need to replant. These are ridiculously small for them. I have some sweet potatoes that need to go in the ground as well. I just planted them here to give them a chance to root. Same here, I have some sprouting purple broccoli, purple and white actually, and some cabbage that I need to plant out. These did not sprout for some reason. Same with these. I think the seeds might have been old on these 3 varieties because they are really old, and as you can tell, these are a bit sad, the ones that actually did come up. My beets are also looking sad because I could not get a chance to go out here and water yesterday. And this is recently sown, so that's starting to sprout. So a lot of things are starting to grow, and I'm at the point in early summer we start to feel a bit stressed out because you haven't actually sown everything you need to sow, and time is just running past you, and all of a sudden it's going to be Christmas. So I am going to put this phone down, stop this recording. I'm going to water some things that are looking really thirsty, and I'm going to put some more seeds in the ground, as well as move out some of these like the beets, because they really need to go into the garden. So far I think we harvested like 1 kilo or 2 of food, so we have a long way to go on our goal to produce 700 kilos of food in our garden, but we are working towards it, 1 kilo at a time. I'm really curious to know what you are growing and where, so if you want to, you can drop that comment down below, and I'd love to discuss and compare growing conditions in different parts of the world, and I'd love to hear how your season is going. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week, and bye bye.